Oh, hey, you guys behave. You guys be friends. You can be friends. Let's share. I have one on my head now. Parakeets of London. I'll tell you where to find them and some cool facts so you can sound savvy when you're talking to your buddies about them.
Welcome aboard the Southern Service, London, Victoria.
Hey guys, Koaw here. So I am in the UK. I'm in London right now. I just came up from Oxted because in Oxted I saw two parrots flying around and I was like, why are parrots here? So I looked into it and it turns out there are a whole bunch of invasive parrots that have now established breeding territory. They're broods here in London. So I'm gonna find them. Let's go. So I found this lovely British girl named Pip. She's gonna be my guide to finding these parakeets, and thank you. Let's go. So Pip, where are we headed right now?
Hyde Park.
Hyde Park, right? Okay. Is it over there? Pip is taking me into Hyde Park, which is similar to New York City's Central Park. We'll start here on our quest to find the parakeets. Okay, so we're in Hyde Park and we've seen a couple parakeets flying around. But check this out, there is no shortage of birds here. There are geese, swans, pigeons. Contrary to popular belief, the Queen does not own all the swans in the UK. But she technically has ownership rights over most mute swans. This is a beautiful park and we're seeing many species of birds. But we'll keep exploring until we find the hot spot for interacting with these parakeets. So we're done messing around with all these birds, and what part are we going to? What's it called?
Kensington Gardens.
Kensington Gardens?
Mm-hmm. Right next to Kensington Palace.
Let's do it.
There's parakeets. Come on, go. You can see them.
We found a great spot with many parakeets. This is about halfway up on the west side of the Longwater, on the east side in Kensington Gardens. So we've just arrived here. We could see people feeding these parakeets from far away. And as an evolutionary biologist, this is fascinating because we love observing populations change over time. And this, of course, is an invasive species. These green birds behind me, they're from, this particular subspecies is from India, but there is speculation that there's intraspecific hybridization. That just means within the species of the four subspecies, they're crossbreeding. So we really don't know what species this is, but they are invasive. But they have found a home here in London. Of the four subspecies of the rose-ringed parakeet, 2 are native to Africa and 2 are native to Asia. The larger Asiatic subspecies have established a home here in London, where it is theorized, based upon wing, toe length, and bill measurements, as well as variants in bill colorations, that a hybrid of the 2 Asiatic subspecies exists. This interbreeding of subspecies is called intraspecific hybridization, where intra just means within and specific means a species. Whether the intraspecific hybridization occurred in the native ranges or here in England, that is still up to speculation. Either way, tens of thousands of rose-ringed parakeets call the UK home. But now I want to interact with some wild parakeets. And all we need is an apple to attract them. Oh, that's your apple. You're not giving that up. This species of parrot, these subspecies, exhibit sexual dimorphism, which means that the males and females have differing characteristics. So the males within the species are the ones actually with the red and black necks. So that right there is a male that just pushed the female or a young male off of this apple. So you are a little bit of a bully, aren't you? Sexual dimorphism is common in many species. This is when the male and female of a same species exhibit differing characteristics beyond their sexual organs. The males of Psittacula krameri have an obvious ring around their neck of black, red, orange, and blue, hence the name rose-ringed or ring-necked parakeet. The females, also known as hens, and the immature males have no ring around the neck, or they may have a pale green or gray ring, but nothing as pronounced and colorful as the males. Oh, and FYI, any parakeet is a type of parrot, but not all parrots are parakeets. Just like any toad is a type of frog, but not all frogs are toads. So my guide here is actually afraid of the birds, I've learned, and she doesn't want a mirror. Look, you got one. You got one. No.
It took my apple.
You didn't hold your apple tight? Hold the apple tight, right? Remember to hold on to your apple. They will fly off with them. Thanks for guiding me to the parakeets.
You're welcome. Woo! They're fighting in front of you.
Hey, they just stole the whole apple.
Go get the apple. There's one in your head still.
Hey guys, I'm gonna borrow the apple back. Also, they may lightly nibble at your neck and ears if they don't feel you are sharing food with them. Friends, these are ring-necked parakeets. They're parrots that are, hey, let's not nibble my neck. Ow, that really hurts. That one is biting me. So I ran out of food, and this male right here was nibbling on the other side of my neck, and I think Pip got a good photo of that. I'll show you that now. You are a rude little So these parakeets are an invasive species here, but they've been established for maybe 40 years with successful breeding populations, so they're considered naturalized. And of course, I guess here in London we'd have to spell that with an S, unlike how we spell it in the US with a Z. So you are just a beautiful invasive species. And they do have to compete with the gray squirrels, which are also an invasive species that have pushed out the red squirrel, the indigenous populations. What's up, bro? I bet this guy's gonna try to bite me. Do it. I dare you. I dare you. Bite me. I dare you. Oh. There is much speculation as to how the parakeets have been and will impact the local ecosystem. Just like all animals, they need food to eat and space to live and breed so they can survive and pass on their genetic coding. This in turn creates competition with other animals, like other birds. Farmers are finding them to be a pest, but it has been proposed the raptor populations around urban areas are benefiting from the parakeets, more prey to eat. I even observed an interspecific territorial dispute between some gray squirrels and a pair of rose-ringed parakeets. They were not friendly neighbors. A battle of the invasive species. Their aggressiveness is a reason why both species have been successful colonizers. One of my patrons wondered how they were faring under global warming. Well, like most all parakeets, the indigenous habitats of these birds exist in the tropics and subtropics where temperatures can become very warm. Ergo, the gradual warming in the northerly latitudes of England is probably quite comfortable. And as far as being able to survive the cold winters in places like England, many specimens of the rose-ringed parakeet that were captured and brought to England came from populations that lived in India and Nepal at elevations above 1,800 meters in the mountainous region of the Himalayas. So if it is truly a hybrid subspecies living in England made up from Psittacula krameri manalensis, coming from the warm temperatures in southern India, and P.K. borealis coming from the chillier high elevation ranges like that of northern India and Nepal, it would seem appropriate that a hybrid subspecies is doing so well in the temperate climate of the United Kingdom. But as far as the actual origin of these birds, no one really knows. I heard stories of parrots being released from a big movie set, and also a story about parrots escaping the gardens of a psychiatric ward. However, they have been popular in aviculture for quite some time, so it may have been that enough breeding pairs escaped and were released into the wild until naturalization occurred.
Parakeets galore. Just kicking it. Oh, hey, you guys behave. You guys be friends. You can be friends. Let's share. I have one on my head now. Good times. An American in London and some parakeets. So some people come to London to see the museums, the monuments, get a bit of the history. I came to see the parakeets and I was not dissatisfied. It was very cool. And thank you, Pip, for showing me around.
You're welcome.
And if you also come to Holland Park, you can find peacocks walking around. It's pretty cool.